Right, so I did a video with the liver and bacon casserole. Let me just take the wellies off. I suddenly remembered I'd got no spuds in my spud store. So I'd go and find some. I planted loads in barrels and just odd places around the garden. I've forgotten half the places I planted them. But I thought, well, I'll go out and have a look. Got a nice half a barrel full of spuds. Get lost, you're not having my spuds. All of these dogs will steal and eat raw spuds if I let them. And I store them under there. Well, I've got one. I have to store them under there, otherwise the dogs pinch them. But anyway, all I do, like when I run out of my own spuds, I have to buy shop bought spuds. And I buy shop bought spuds, and you'll always get in. See if I can find one. Got myself all filthy again. You always find little ones like that. Out! You always find little tiny ones in a bag. Save them. Because they're too little to peel, aren't they? Save them. Or, if you buy a bag of spuds and they start to sprout before you can use them, use those. And all you do, you fill a bucket or a barrel or an odd place in the garden where you don't grow anything else and dig them in nice and deep. And then when the plant all dies down on the top, that's when you come to harvest them. But whatever varieties these are, and I don't know what I've planted where because I'm not really that organised, whatever they are, they'll be ones that I like. Because obviously I only buy the varieties I like. And these mostly will be, well, they'll all be suitable for boiling and mashing without falling apart. Because that's mostly what I have is boiled potatoes and mashed potatoes. I have a feeling that this is a King Edward's, because I buy those as well. Don't wash them, otherwise they won't store very well. Just leave the dirt on them. That's the best way to store them. I mean, I'll eat these in a week. But I haven't had to buy any potatoes yet since, I know, summertime. I think I bought a bag of spuds. But as I keep remembering where I planted the blasted things, I mean, the ones in the barrel, obviously I know where they are because I deliberately planted them in. I'm going to have to move this because he'll have it. Obviously, put it up there. I've got to wash up. Obviously, the ones that I planted in the barrel, I know where they are. Leave my potatoes alone. Bugger off. I know where they are. And but it's the other ones. I had so many. I filled loads of barrels and buckets and containers. I filled loads of those. I had potatoes growing, but I had so many sprouting. So I thought, oh my God, I've got to get them in somewhere. So I just like dug the spade in, dug a hole and shoved a spud in. And I don't know where they all are. But some of them were really early varieties. And I used them already, but I haven't bought any potatoes, I don't think, since about March. I just go and dig up if I think, oh, there's some spuds. But of course, everything's dying back now, and because they've died back as well, I can't always see where they are. I think I've got another patch to dig up round near the bathroom window. So that'll be it. So they'll last me a while. I won't have to buy any potatoes for ages. And if you plant them now in a sheltered spot, the little ones and the sprouty ones, you can have new potatoes for Christmas. Right, what we're going to do, I put all these mats down this morning, clean. They got washed yesterday. There's a mud bath out there. We've just had torrential rain for days and days and days and days. And, you know, I live on a small holding. There's mud. So the dogs go out for a wee and they come in. So I've got these washable mats, which means that from now until the weather dries out, I should be washing every single day. There's yesterday's rugs under haynet. But literally they get absolutely soaked and filthy with mud, and I have to put them in the washing machine then. Anyway, that's it. Spuds. You don't have to buy seed potatoes. That's not necessary. I've never bought a seed potato. Oh no, I tell a lie. I did buy a bag of seed potatoes once. Last year. Bought a bag of seed potatoes last year. Look at my pretty cat. I bought King Edwards, oddly enough. I bought a bag of seed potatoes, King Edwards, that weren't cheap. And I thought, well, I'll grow these King Edwards from these seed potatoes. Well, I might as well have just bought a bag of King Edwards to eat, because for every potato I planted, just one grew. And yet, when I plant the sprouty ones, when I plant the odd ones that sprout or are too little, I get a good crop. So save your money, don't buy seed potatoes, don't buy them. Just buy potatoes to eat. Use the little ones, you've got to let them sprout first. Use the little ones, or use any that are a bit wrinkled and sprouty. Plant them, because you'll have more. For every one you plant, 5 grow. Even if you have a balcony, plant them in a bucket if you must. But most people have got some sort of outside space, could easily grow some of their food. I mean, the other thing I grew this year was the squashes. So if I run out of potatoes, I could use these instead of potato. Something a bit different. But I eat those, you see, and they store. If I keep them away from the heat, I've got to put them upstairs in my store. I have these a lot, you see. You can use squashes. But spuds, everybody's got spuds. And if you've got a corner of the garden, just dig a big hole, stick a spud in, cover it up, and just forget about it. And then when all the top leaves die down, remember about it, dig up, you'll have spuds. So hard times are coming. You really, really, really need to start growing your own food as far as possible. I stick stuff all over the place. I haven't got a dedicated veggie plot. That there is my sprouting broccoli. That rain was so hard, look, it's knocked it over, because it is top heavy. It's knocked it over. I'm going to have to go and lift that up, or the slugs will get it. But I fought a battle this year with the caterpillars for them. Well, sprouting broccoli. Love the stuff, absolutely love it. And every time you cut it, 2 grow back. I've got more sprouting brock over there. Sprouting brock. And I think I've got more around the corner as well. So those are the things that I like eating the most, that are expensive. Right, that's it. I've got to go and finish my cooking. Take care.